Medieval. Come on! Medieval Chronicles 4. Let's go. Our mother doesn't like it when you try and escape her embrace. So keep flying, Caress, no matter how tired you get. Because when you will stop, she will pull you down. God damn it. It's just that, it's the same stuff every day. I just wish that something exciting would happen around here. Bert. What happened? I think got through a bone, or in this case a carrot. Who the hell is throwing carrots at us? I should have guessed. How do you like them apples? Well, actually, they are not apples. I could only afford carrots. What the hell, you again? Your mama's so fat that God had to employ a dozen more angels to lift her to heaven. I'm pretty sure throwing objects at a government building with intent to harm its terrorism. It's okay, I'm a police officer. That makes it even worse. But forget about that, Officer Drake, something horrible has happened. What? They ran out of pies or something? Worse. Don't tell me, there is a new post office in town. Even worse. They banned alcohol? No, the worst thing that could have happened to the world has happened. What? Officer Drake. It's Santa Claus. What? He's dead. Santa is dead. Burn my... What? What is happening here? Is that really Santa? It's not Santa, that's impossible. But the circumstances suggest so. It's not Santa. Someone has to inform Mrs. Claus. I swear I can feel my brain cells jumping from my head to your IQ level. Greg Morris, who the hell names a person after an unwanted residue at the bottom of liquids? My father, who knew he had such insight about my personality when I was just a baby. I say, young man, over here. Weird. I haven't been called that for a long time. What? Young? No, man. Pardon me, officer. A priest? Can you guys wait to bury him at least after we finish the investigation? I know who smited that man. Smited? It was God. He is angry and gave us a sight of his rage by smiting that man. It is that fort which encroaches the land of the Holy Church. They are sinners who have stained the Holy Land. Right. So he smited some unrelated guy to prove his point. Wouldn't it have been better to smite the ones actually responsible? God works seamlessly. I knew he would say that. Come on. So, you guys see any random old guy with a red coat and assume he's Santa? Thank you. Finally someone took my side. Only because he doesn't know the whole story. He died by falling? What? Correct. All signs indicate that he fell to his death, and not just from any height. Consider the damage, he fell almost 10 stories down. But there are no buildings of that height around here. Not only that, he fell vertically, and the only place that comes close to those factors is a mountain half mile from here. I first thought he was killed there and brought here, but our God decided the body must not move from the ground. So the only explanation is that he fell from a freaking sky? Now you know why we think it's Santa. Drake, how's my favorite patient today? Well, I took your advice and learned something new today. Oh really? And what's that? That carrots has the same properties as apples at a lower cost if used for aerial assault. What? I had a fun morning. Drake, I think I solved the murder of Santa Claus. This should be interesting. Usually, when no one knows who the killer is, it's usually the butler. Pretty sure Santa works with elves. Gosh, a magical Christmas butler elf. I can see that your brain has left the atmosphere. I wish it is a safe journey. A pleasure to meet you, Officer Drake. Wait, do you two know each other? Turns out she's a fan of my grandma. Your grandma, but isn't she a gang? Oh, my Officer Drake, you should be careful. The ground gets very slippery. What is happening here? Don't say the G word near him. Good, otherwise I will have to gut you like a pig and let the blood drain by hanging you upside down. Lovely mental image. Do you think I'm hiding something from you? I just wanted to make sure we trust each other. Trust each other? You told my wife the other day that I died because I forgot to tie my shoelaces and fell. I was just making sure that you tie your shoelaces when you go out. Amber! What? Oh god, I thought you had gone deaf and blind and stupid. Or they may be a prison tattoos. Our victim has probably done hard time in jail. Santa went to jail? For what? Enslaving elves to force them to work in his workshop? Hold on, I need you to do something for me first. At what point of this conversation did you think I was in the mood for a bargain? The point where if you don't comply I'll rip you out your spine before you can say I should have taken the deal. Good point. Hey, I noticed you looking at the priest in a weird way. Weird? I was just flirting with my eyes. Do you really want to have a relation with the priest? The religion forbids them from drinking, gambling or having fun in general that connects to the 7 sins, which is all of them. Alright, fine, you made your point. Got to say it's nice for you to worry about me like this. Making bad decisions is my territory. I don't like it when someone tries to take over. Whose grave do you think this is? Isn't this just your bed? No, it doesn't have deadly spikes on it. A fire pit. Did you remember to bring the marshmallows? We did not come here to camp, and even if we did, you would be psychotic killer who slaughters other campers. I can make the words appear, but I can't remember which chemical to use. Oh my god. Formic acid? Nope. Sodium? And that's game over. Come on, how a normal person is supposed to know that? I think it's carbon visibilus. Carbon visibilus, really? Why didn't I see this? No matter how hard I try, I can't think of a single way that can explain how this murder happened. We don't know who the victim is, we don't know how he was killed, we don't even have a motive for murder. Where's the crybaby? You noticed that just now? She said something about leaving to follow a shimmering light, then she left. Seriously, and you let her? What if she got lost? What if she was kidnapped? I thought you would be more angry about the fact that she is ditching work. Angry? I'm proud. She is finally learning from me. I call that progress. And done. That's how we clear a crime scene. There are a couple of spots left though. I mean, pretty sure I can see that pool of blood from outer space. Not my problem. I'm pretty sure it is. How many free sessions coupons would it take for you to keep quiet about this? I didn't any, but I want you to tell Drake during his session that Polly doesn't exist, and he is just a figment of his imagination. Done. That will teach him to interfere with my love life. Friendly advice, my butt. You blasphemy puppets of the government. I established this church 5 years ago and I made sure to check the records. Good point. Well, you didn't check hard enough. I have the official papers of the land right here. A very good point. Stop saying good point already. Don't you have anything better to add to the conversation? You make an excellent point, Polly. God damn it. We have to find out what happened here. And on top of that, find out who is Santa and who killed him and why. I can answer that. Hey, I'm back. What? Did you say? I said I know who the victim is and who killed him and why. But how could you possibly... I had help from a new friend I made. That light went here. What was that? Ah, a child laughter. Is there anything more precious? Not if it's coming from a dark abandoned house. I can feel a cold wind coming from behind the scoreboard. Perhaps if I... Hey, there is a doorway here. The question is, why was it hidden? Oh, he's here. It seems like he wants to talk. You keep mentioning your father. Where is he? I don't know. I can't remember. The last time I saw him was here. But he stopped coming here a long time ago and sealed the entrance. Now I don't know where he is. Well then, how about we look together? He must have left some clues behind. What are those? Invoices? Papa spent hours studying these papers. He must be taking an exam. These numbers, there are a lot of cutbacks being made. Money was even taken out of the maintenance budget. Looks like the business wasn't doing well. A letter. Papa flew into a rage when he read it. Respected parent guardian, this letter was sent to inform you that Mr. Dana Escadar has been found guilty of negligence of maintaining equipment and has been sentenced to 30 years of prison. 30 years is a long time in human life, right? So if he got angry over this, he must have expected a death sentence. This date, the 30 years imprisonment ended about a month ago. What a cute teddy bear. Papa won that for me in the carnival. Wait, that's... What's wrong? There are bloodstains on it. If you don't want to continue, we can. No, I can't live with myself if I turn blind eye to it. I want to save him. Don't worry, I'm right here, aren't I? Another landscape painting of the carnival. Did you see that giant Ferris wheel? Papa said I was old enough to ride it this year. That Ferris wheel, I think that was the reason. Yeah, looks like someone didn't take care of the equipment as they should have. A shadow liquor bottle. Papa started drinking those things a lot after he went to the carnival. That's natural, I guess. I can't blame him for getting despair. Yeah. I think I know what happened here now. So, what now? I will fulfill your last wish. Really? Can you really do it? I will try, so please, go and rest now. Well, it was nice meeting you, lady. Thanks for everything. That's what friends do. Friends? Oh, that's right, I never taught you my name. My name is Abel. Abel... Officer Jack, if you will allow me. Go ahead, saves me a lot of trouble. Thank you. The victim name was Dane Escador. He was the owner of Uncle Escador's Funtime Carnival. 30 years ago, the carnival had an incident. Ferris wheel broke down and fell, causing several injuries and death. Many amongst them were children. Poor maintenance caused by budget cuts was the reason the ride broke and the incident happened. The owner was found guilty for negligence and sentenced to 30 years in prison. What? He got off easy. He should have received the capital punishment. Maybe that's it. What? Maybe that's what our criminal thought too. The tombstones that are put here, each one represents a child dying that day on the spot. But the one I want to talk about is the one behind me, where we found the body. It belongs to a child whose parent is here with us today. Isn't that right, former Vice? What? Vice, is that true? 30 years ago, you lost your only son in the Covenant. His name was Abel Weiss. He was 9 years old and it was his first time to ride the Ferris wheel. How do you know all this? You couldn't live with the fact knowing that the man responsible was still alive, so we hatched a plan. 30 years of waiting, and you finally succeeded in killing him last night. Where's your proof? Huh? Abel was your son, isn't that enough? I'm not rejecting that. It does certainly gives me a motive, but there's no proof that I killed him. Please stop this. You're only hurting the memory of your child by doing all of this. Let his memory rest. Shut up! My child died a long time ago. I made peace with that. No, you didn't. It was an accident. Escador paid for his crimes. He deserved a second chance. Are you defending that bastard who murdered children? What kind of horrible person are you? Please, Abel is stuck. He can't move on because you can't move on. Let him go. My son is dead. Now, get out of my face. I have nothing more to say to you. Alright, that's enough. Amber, come over here. I admire that you try to persuade with kindness, but there are some assholes who are blind to that kind of thing. You did good bringing us to this point. You can leave the hardness stuff to us now. Finally, what kind of cop breaks down and cries? What a crybaby. Yeah, that's true, but hey, at least you got me, right? What's the difference? You still don't have proof. The difference is that I'm not going to be as kind in my interrogation, and soon I'm going to make you regret the same. Is that a threat? You bared your fangs at the pup who just wanted to help you. Now the pack will make sure to devour your whole... Oh my god, this is scary. Let's start about how Santa Speckle died. He fell, right? Just like his son did all those years ago. That's a little harsh way to put it. You wanted a real cop to handle this, so I'm handling this. God damn it, the music is awesome. Besides, how the hell did I take him up in the sky and drop him without anyone noticing? What matters was the height at which the victim had to fall. It doesn't necessarily mean it had to be sky high. The same effort can be achieved by pushing the victim from ground level into a hole. What? Captain Graham, are there any holes that were covered up before the body was discovered? Yeah, the man had just finished installing a support beam this morning before the body was found. Tell them to dig it up again before it dries. I bet we'll find traces of blood at the bottom. Even if we find them, so what? Anyone could have pushed that maggot down below. Maybe so, but don't forget, the body was not found in the hole. It was found on top of that mound. So, what are you saying? I'm saying that only you could have moved the body the way it was moved. Huh? How? You have specific equipment to use to move trees along with the ground alongside them. But doesn't it need like 4 people to operate it? Ah, you see, Weiss was considerate enough to tell me earlier that he is perfectly capable of using it alone. That's... Let us say, I'm pretty sure that if you can check the equipment, you may find blood traces on it. What? Well now, Foreman, we have the motive, the evidence, and your sour face. Anything more to add? Why? Why are you going so far for that maggot? Because it is the law. We have the duty to treat every person the same, otherwise how can we uphold it? Even if the person is a child murderer. Just like the kid said, Escador paid for his crimes. Well, it wasn't enough for me. He should have been given death sentence. Maybe so, but your child was not the only one to die that day. It wasn't solely your decision. They are not going to be lenient with my punishment, are they? As far as the law is concerned, you killed an innocent person with an extensive premeditative plan. If we let you go because of your past, it may be used in future cases for reference, and true killers will take advantage of that. I see. Can you tell that girl something for me? Sure. Tell her thank you, but it is too late for me. Abel, I'm sorry for troubling you, but don't worry. Papa will be home soon. Aww. We should get going too. There's going to be a lot of paperwork for this case. Right. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Nothing? Just something Dr. Said said to me. If there's one lesson life had taught me, is that she likes to give lemons. Huh? You can choose to eat it, make lemonade, throw it at someone else, your choice. The point is, if you keep worrying about other people's lemons, yours will get spoiled by the time you realize it. Am I making sense? No, you are not making sense. Medieval Chronicles 4, Burn My Drag, and next episode, The Paradox. Oh, okay. I completed the 2019 quest. Okay, that's a bonus. Well, that was Medieval Chronicles 4. I enjoyed it. It was really fun. The mystery was really great. Okay, see you again.